Peace, love, harmony, and light. What's up, family? This is Chief Kalanago with another video, man. You know, always high on life, vibrating on this frequency that, man, I'm telling you, it's a beautiful feeling. I don't smoke, I don't drink. I actually broke my fast today, what people call breakfast. I had a beautiful tall glass of beets, carrots, apple, and ginger. And I had to make the ginger extremely strong. So that was beautiful, man. And I had that like about, I would say maybe about 8:30 earlier today. And I'm not even hungry. I feel great. You know, remember, your body is a temple. And, you know, don't abuse your temple, man. You have to, your temple have to be in its best condition. Okay, man, that's the thunder out there. It's literally storming out there in Brooklyn right now, in New York. Well, at least in Brooklyn. But anyway, what I was saying about your temple, you have to take care of your temple, brothers and sisters. Okay, remember, that's where the Most High dwells. And like I always tell people, if you move into a home and the home is infested with rodents and bugs and all this, it's dirty, it's filthy, you're not going to want to pay rent. You're not going to want to move in, right? So you have to think about it that way. Why do you think the Most High would want to dwell in a setting or an avatar or a home that's filthy? All right, that you eat all type of junk, you put junk in your body, you smoke all this dangerous nicotine. You know what I'm saying? You drink all this liquor. You know, the Most High, trust me, don't want to stay in such an environment. You know, you're smoking all this this pharmaceutical weed, thinking you know, you're smoking natural herbs. Brothers and sisters, we got to wake up, man. We got to wake up. All right. And you got to take care of your temple. For me, I give praises to my ancestors all day because they live in me. That's literally the only proof that I have that my ancestry goes back into time immemorial, because I came exactly from them. So I honor them. You know, it even say that honor your mother and fathers so that your days could, you know, will be longer. The truth is, I honor all my ancestors across the globe, across the planet. However, my immediate ancestors are the original people of the American continent. You feel me? So I honor them, and I always ask them every single day, every single sun rest. You know, I mean, I don't really say night anymore. I say sun rest because that's when the sun goes to rest. And then I say grand rising. That's when the sun rises. You know, for me, it changing every day is what helps me to, you know, raise my vibration to a higher frequency. And when I ask them for information, give me stuff for the people. I don't want to be redundant. I want new information once again to solidify who we truly are. My ancestors, they just send things my way. And that's how I know I'm guided. That's how I know I'm protected. And that's how I know it doesn't matter what anybody say about me. I don't care what negativity they say. I don't care what lies they tell. I know that I'm righteous. I know for me, I know myself. Okay, and I know that I'm loyal to this, and I'm committed to this. All right, and I will allow my works to show, and that's how I want to be judged, not by what people say, but by my actions. And I will continue to be, again, a credible and trustworthy man fighting on behalf of my ancestors, because I will not disappoint them. I will not sell them out. My soul is too important for me to sell out my ancestors. Okay, so with that being said, I have some more great information to share with you guys today. I truly wish that I could have done a live on this video, because to me, being interactive, I love it, interacting with my brothers and sisters on the live videos. But as you know, on this channel, YouTube has restricted me. So that's why I created the other channel. So I'm asking you guys, please go to the link below for the new channel and subscribe. Let's get the subscriptions up so I could start doing more lives on that channel. Nevertheless, I'm going to share the information with you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to read it, but I'm also going to put the link of that information below the video so you could check it out yourself. I tell people, don't believe anything that I say. All right. Don't believe anything that I say. You don't have to trust me in what I tell you, but trust the information by going to search the information, then research the information, cross-reference the information, then insert the information. All right. and then you will know if it resonates with you or not. But I am going to continue to bring the light. I am going to continue to bring the truth, because for me, all I want to do is just shine my light. Even if it's just a little speck of light, a spark in the midst of any darkness, you are going to see that light. And that's what I'll continue to do. So once again, don't forget to get your book. It's important that you get your book, brothers and sisters. The information is in the book. How can you free yourself if you don't know that you're a slave? How can you free yourself if you don't know what happened? If you don't know who did it? If you don't know where it happened? How are you going to free yourself? How are you going to teach your children? How are you going to teach your mate? How are you going to teach your parents? We are living in a voluntary slavery system. All right. And the only person that can free you is you. But I'm giving you the tools. All right. How are you going to build a house without tools? And even more so, even if you do have some tools, most people build their house and it's built on sand. I'm showing you, I'm teaching you, I'm guiding you how to build your house on solid ground. You feel me? So with that being said, let us get into this. Okay. Now this information, once again, it's in the link below. Go check it out yourself. It's coming from, and it's facts over feelings. Documentation beats conversation. Okay. So I'm giving you the proof. I'm giving you all the information to solidify the things that I say. All right. And this bit of information is coming from the Florida State University Black alumni. All right. It's coming from the website of their official site. And today this information is about an Aboriginal sister named Dolby Flowers. And it's history and a homecoming queen. All right, please go check it out, man. It's very, very interesting. As you could see in the video, you could see a description of what the sister looked like, and you could see what she has on. She has a Plains Indian headdress. Even if our feathers didn't fall down, you know, we always wore our feathers up. But at the same time, the sister know who she is, and her story is very interesting. So the ancestors gave me that, so I'm going to share it with you guys today, and I hope you enjoy it. Please research the information for yourself, all right? History and Homecoming Queen by Carrie Dexter, usatoday.com. That was even in USA Today as well. Pardon me. Okay, Dolby Flowers, usatoday.com article. In the center of a walk which crossed a university campus in the Deep South, there is a statue of an African-American woman holding a bouquet of roses and wearing a feathered headdress such as Indians of the Western Plains once wore. It will stop you in your tracks. What is she doing there? Well, first thing we're going to do, remember, like I told y'all before, when you read, you have to read not to finish, but read to start. Read to comprehend. So we're going to break down every paragraph. To me, in my own opinion, I feel I need to expound upon. All right. So a couple of things stood out. There is a statue of an African-American woman. First off, she is not African-American, because African-American doesn't exist. When you call yourself an African-American, it's a colorful term that was created to make our people homeless or nationless. Okay, that doesn't exist. So calling yourself African-American, that means you have no nationality. It is not a race. All right, that only exists on paper. That's number one. Number two, in the first paragraph, it says that she is wearing a feathered headdress, such as the Indians of the Western Plains once wore. Okay, a couple of things here. Like I told y'all before, we didn't wear our feathers falling down. Our feathers always stood up. Regardless of that, nonetheless, she still had the feathers. So the sister knew who she was. She knew who she was, okay, at that time. All right, let us continue. The campus in that of Florida State University in Tallahassee, Florida, the woman in the statue is Dolby Lee Flowers. She's wearing that dramatic, and it might seem unusual headdress because that is the headdress she wore when she was chosen as homecoming queen for the university in 1970. Flowers was the first African American to be so chosen. Now, why would she take a risk okay, to wear that for homecoming. Something such as that's so important, especially in 1970, when we were not even at that time coming out of the civil the civil movement, where we in a few years earlier we weren't even allowed to go to so-called white schools or the pale man school because they're not white, right? But in 1970 it was a big deal. Why did she feel she had to make such a statement? Not because she thought she was African American, not because she thought she was black, because she knew in her heart that she was an American Indian. But of course, the article is not going to say that. Of course, the university is not going to acknowledge that. They're not going to. But it's okay though. Chief is here to break down the facts and give you the truth. Okay? Was being named homecoming queen really that important? For a black woman to be so recognized on any campus in the United States in 1970, yes, it was a mark of both social and political shift. Now, with this paragraph, the only problem I have here with that is, she wasn't a black woman. Okay, she was an American Aboriginal. Okay, black people don't exist in, at least with our people. We are not black. Okay, when you call yourself black, brothers and sisters, it means that you don't have a nationality. Okay, you don't exist. You only exist on paper. Saliviter matus, dead in law. Okay. In 1970, the long road toward integration of the races in education and elsewhere in life, which had begun a decade and a half earlier, was moving forward. But slowly, FSU had admitted its first black undergraduate student, Maxwell Courtney, in 1962. In 1965, Flowers' older brother, Fred, became the first African American to be part of an official sports team representing the university. With her election as homecoming queen in 1970, Dolby Flowers added another chapter in the integration story, not only in Tallahassee, but across the country. Once again, we are not black and we are not African Americans. Stop calling yourself that, okay? And you're not colored either. It wasn't an easy road. Though she had won the honor, she was not always honored as other homecoming queens had been. In 1970 to 1971 FSU yearbook, she was quoted as saying, "In December, 1 month after I was elected, an official with the gifts from the merchants finally got in touch with me. She said she had been delayed because she couldn't find out where I lived, not being awarded the homecoming trophy, not being asked to attend out-of-town football games, not being invited to participate in the gubernatorial inaugural parade. That's what it's like to be a black queen at FSU." Some 4 decades later, though, her courage and achievement were given a lasting legacy in the statue, which was created by internationally renowned sculptor Sandy Proctor. In consultation with the representatives of the Seminole tribe of Florida and university officials, she decided to portray Flowers in the headdress she wore at the homecoming in 1970. Now, let me ask you, why would you choose to give a so-called black woman, a so-called African American, such honor from the Seminole tribe of Florida? You know why? It's because she is a Seminole and they didn't want her to know, or maybe she knew and that's why she wanted to wear it, but they didn't want the public to know. Okay? So my brothers and sisters, read between the lines. Okay? Once again, we are the original people of that land. Our race, Indian is a race. Don't let nobody fool you. That's why Obama came in office and took that race out of legislation. Okay? Don't let them fool you. Obama is not one of us. Obama is a traitor. Okay? I'm just keeping it real. Facts over feelings. Okay? Indian is a race. And don't let nobody tell you, oh, well, they gave us that name because we are not, we're not Indians. Indians are for Indian. Nah, fuck that. Our race is Indian. Okay? No matter what you call yourself, they came up with the term anyway. Okay? Whether you call yourself an Israelite, they created it. Whether you call yourself a Moor, they created it. because English wasn't our language. The Indian race was recognized globally as a race, as a separate species of people. Okay, so Indian is our race. Black is not a race. Don't be ashamed to be an Indian. Okay, and our nationality is the tribe that you belong to. So if your parents were Anion-Wea, which the colonizers changed their name to Cherokee, then your nationality is Anion-Wea. But to make it a general term, we are Americans, okay? Aboriginal Americans, all right? But our race is Indian. Don't let nobody fool you. Indian is a race, all right? Indian is a race. I had to reiterate on that, okay? So she was a Seminole, but of course they're going to call her black and talking about, oh, well, you know, they did a consultation with the Seminole tribe of the university officials and he decided to portray flowers in a headdress she wore at the homecoming. Now, they don't do us any favors, okay? That wasn't a favor. It wasn't an honor or, you don't know. They did it because they knew that's who she was, all right? It is historically accurate to that moment. Florida State students and sports team are known as Seminoles, and though this sort of headdress, one that is most often associated with tribes of the Western Plains, isn't worn these days by homecoming queens at the university and is not used by Seminole tribe of Florida, it is what Flowers was crowned with in her day. Okay, so yes. As you could see, it says that Florida State students and sports teams are known as Seminoles because we are the original people. But I guarantee you most of those Seminoles probably look whitewashed. I don't know. So I'm saying probably. Okay. And once again, like I told you before, we didn't wear those type of headdresses. They were worn by the Mongolians, the new so-called native people. All right. Their headpieces always fell to the ground. Always stood up. All right. Where we at? Here we are. That day in November 1970 was one of the courage, challenged and change, recognition of changes in the process and more change yet to come. That is worth a few moments quiet contemplation, whether you stand before the statue of Dolby Flowers or you are regarding a photograph of it. A powerful act at work to remind of a powerful time in history, a history that is not that long past and in many ways still close enough to touch. Miss Flowers attended the Florida State University from 1967 to 1973, earning both bachelor's and master's degree, and later studied at Harvard as well. So you know what? Peace to the Aboriginal sister who took a stand and was honored, and her statue is at the university right now. Once again, the truth in plain sight, but they don't want us to know. So my brothers and sisters, don't be ashamed to step up. This is what this is about. And this is what Chief Kalanago is about. Standing for the truth, exposing the truth, letting you know who we are. And we have to step up. And once again, for those of you who are ready to correct your political status, send me an email. That's what I do. I will assist you. Okay, it is time that we let these people know that we are here and we ain't going a damn place. This is our home. This is our land, and we're not going to stand for the bullshit no more. Where are the true warriors at? That's what I need to know. I ain't got no time for gossip. I ain't got no time for negativity. I ain't got time for low-minded people. I ain't got time for people with the crab in the barrel mentality. I don't have time for bottom feeders. I ain't got no time for that. Okay? I am here to build my people. I'm not here to break them down. I'm not here to cause division. I'm not here to cause separation. All right? That's what I'm about. Truth. And I'm standing on the shoulders of my ancestors because I asked them to use me as a tool. And they're using me. And I am thankful for that. All right? Now, so once again, I'm happy that I had the opportunity to share this with you guys. The information for that link is below. Go read it yourself. I'm very proud of my sister, Dolby Flowers. You know what I'm saying? And, thank you for taking that stand. All right, brothers and sisters, it's our time. Okay. Now, the next piece of information that I'm going to share with you, it's also in the link below, proving to you once again that you don't have a nationality. They just say, okay, you know what? You call yourself black, you call yourself African American. Well, you know what? Let me just take y'all and just throw y'all in a big landmass called Africa, which was actually a wasteland anyway. Okay, that land is cursed, real talk. You know, vegetation couldn't grow on that land for a while because of the hearts of the people and what they did to our people. As you could see, all the natural, beautiful vegetation is in the Americas. Real talk. And I'm not putting down where my cousins are from on the African continent, because they are our cousins. Two sisters' children, the American continent and the African continent. All right. We are cousins. All right. Keep that in mind. Okay. If you go back and look at the movie Black Panther, you would see where, you know, the Black Panther and the other one that he was fighting at the end, when he was going to fight, he called him cousin. All right. We are cousins. All right. But of course, they flipped a few things around, which I'm not going to get into, but y'all got to pay attention. So now we're going to talk about a couple of culprits. OK, Franz Boas. OK, they would he and Melville Hurkowitz was two of the main culprits in anthropology in teaching American history. You know what I'm saying? And they were the ones who taught you African American history, and of course the propaganda of us being from Africa. So I'm just going to read a little bit about Melvin J. Hurkowitz, and that information is also in the link below. Okay, Melvin J. Jean Hurkowitz was an was an American anthropologist who helped establish African and African American studies in American academia. It's really quite alarming that when you look at these pale people, they are from Germany, they are from Ireland, they are from all these different parts of the world, Scotland, you know, Portugal, you know, Sweden. They come here and they call themselves Americans. But the Americans that were already here, they call them black, colored, all these different names, and we accept that bullshit. Okay, this is not going to happen on my watch. All right, no. And like I tell people, you know what? Send me to my grave standing for the truth instead of living a life and living a lie. Okay, nah, man, it ain't happening on my watch. All right, these people are not Americans. They are United States citizens. They are not Americans. It is time that the true Americans stand up. All right. He is known for exploring the cultural continuity from African cultures as expressed in African American communities. He worked with his wife, Frances Shapiro Hurkowitz, also an anthropologist in the field in South America, the Caribbean and Africa. They jointly wrote several books and monographs together. Okay, so once again, how are we going to allow these people to tell us our history and our story? All right, and guess who he is? Born to Eastern European Jewish immigrants. Okay, once again, you are being governed by Jews, but you don't get it. And I tell you guys, prove me wrong. Who own Hollywood? Who own all the TV and news stations? Who own the courts? Who own the banks? Who owned the NFL? Who owned the Basketball Association? Who owned the Hockey League Association? Who owned baseball? Who owned football? They all Jewish people. All right? They are the ones running your life. They are the ones who have enslaved you, but you don't know. But then they promote a Holocaust, which was over-exaggerated for the world could sympathize on them, and they came here as refugees and took over our shit. But the biggest Holocaust in history of the damn world is the American Indian Holocaust, but nobody talking about it. And y'all want to sit around and play games, man. Y'all want to sit around and be distracted, talking about who is a clone, who got beef with who. What Cat Williams got to say about what the hell her name is, you know, Tiffany Haddish or Haddish, whatever the hell her name is. Caught up in materialistic things while everything you have is being taken away from you. Come on, man. You see, the mind love entertainment. Get away from that entertainment thing, man. It is time to put in the work. So that's just a little bit about this dude, man, for real. All right. A foreigner, an immigrant, the real immigrants calling us black and African American, telling us we're from Africa. And yes, I'm tight. And I'm not going to apologize for my energy right now. Okay. For real. So anyway. So that link is in the link below. You could go read about the bastard. I don't care. All right. His information is in the link below. Another part of this information I want to share with you guys is this form. All right. Our people get caught up in this information of, not realizing that, we got brothers and sisters, we got to get our facts together. We got to get our political status corrected. It is mandatory that we step up as who we truly are. Okay. Now, I'm going to talk to you guys again about the IRS form. It's an IRS form for those of you who don't know. It's an IRS form, a federal government form, the standard form, the S-F181. And a lot of these damn Moors going around telling y'all to fill out this form and put white and all type of stuff. Let me tell y'all something, man. Stop playing these games. We are not Moors. Moors are from Africa. Okay? And no Moor could ever prove to me that we are Moors. Yes, we were called Moors, but we are not Moors. Okay? No Indian have ever been called a Moor. Go talk to your ancestors. Go talk to your elders. Ask them. They will tell you, no, I was a Cherokee. I was a Blackfoot. We didn't call ourselves no damn Moors. Okay? A Moor is a political term that was created, okay, by the same colonizers. And it only exists on paper right now because they signed a treaty with the United States. And they have privileges more than so-called black people and African Americans because they signed a treaty with the United States. And also they have the More Sundry Act. Okay? That they are supposed to be treated not like the Negroes or the slaves. So technically they are United States citizens. So don't get it twisted. And for all of those of you who are caught up in the Moor paradigm, let it go. If you so choose to be that, then that's on you. Or call yourself that, that's on you. All right? But I'm telling you, if you're Moor, you're an African. Okay? And I have all the facts and documents to prove it as well. All right, so I'm looking at the form right now, and I'm just going to break that down to you and show you in their own documents. They're letting you know, y'all want to be niggas? Y'all want to be African American? Y'all want to be black? Well, guess what? We're just going to put you and send your ass to Africa. I'm going to show y'all the proof right now. Okay, it's in the link below. So I'm looking at the form and I'm going through the form because a lot of times people don't read to understand. People read to finish. But me, nah. I take my time and I break things down. Okay, so on the left side of the form, that's why I said I wish this could have been a live video because I love this interaction with you guys. So go to the channel, the new channel, subscribe, get the subscriptions up. So at least, man, get it up to at least to 500 so we could get into some real live videos. Okay. All right. I appreciate it. US.S Office of Personal Management Guide to Personal Data Standards. All right. Ethnicity and race identification. Ethnicity and race identification. There's a difference between ethnicity and race, like I told y'all before. Please read the Privacy Act statement and instructions before completing the form. A lot of times people don't like to read. There's a Privacy Act and the statement and instructions before completing this form. Then below it, the next line is name, last name, middle initial, and all those things are legal entities. We don't have a last name because there's a saying that family comes first. So why is your family name last? Again, that is a way of getting you caught up to make you only exist on paper. Social security number. Social security numbers are voluntary and they have your birth date. Okay, that is not your birth date. That is your birth date is actually from the moment of conception. That means when that sperm touched that egg. Okay, that's when you were literally born. That's your birth date. So what they're talking about is recording your an event. They are recording an event, not your life birth. Okay, there's a difference. My brothers and sisters, get the book. I mean, I shouldn't be begging you guys to get information that's going to free yourself. Okay? Privacy Act statement. Ethnicity and race information is requested under the authority of 42 U.S.C. Section 2000E-16 and in compliance with the Office of Management and Budget's 1997 revision to the standard for the classification of federal data on race and ethnicity. Okay, compliance. To comply means that it's optional. You cannot force me to comply with anything because I am not part of your uniform codes. I don't wear your uniform. Okay, so don't ask me to comply to your rules, your ordinances, your policies. Okay, I'm not part of your society. Providing this information is voluntary. You hear that? Once again, providing that information is voluntary. My brothers and sisters, everything is voluntary and has no impact on your employment status. But in the instance of missing information, your employing agency will attempt to identify your race and ethnicity by visual observation. Okay, so that stuff is voluntary, for real. And by them guessing and assuming your ethnicity and race by visual observation, they're going to call you Black and African American. But you have to put them in their damn place and straighten them out. Let them know that, nah, I'm an American. You're a United States citizen. Let's not get it twisted. There's a difference. Don't be afraid. Don't be scared. All right. We are the lifeline of this country. This information is used as necessary to plan for equal employment opportunity throughout the federal government. All right. Once again, like I told y'all before, the FS-81 form is a federal government form. It's only for federal employees. But you got these damn Moors, okay, especially this fool, I'm not going to call his name, going around telling all people fill out these forms, getting all people caught up in this system. You dig? Once again, I'm going to read it. This information is used as necessary to plan for equal employment opportunity throughout the federal government. Do you work for the federal government? So why are you filling out the SF-81 form? It is also used by the U.S. Office of Personnel Management or employing agencies maintaining the records to locate individuals for personal research or survey response and in the production of summary, descriptive statistics and analytical studies in support of the function for which the records are collected and maintained or for related workforce studies. I'm not your guinea pig. I don't need you to do research on me. So I don't need to fill out your damn forms. Once again, it's voluntary. Social Security number is requested under the authority of Executive Order 9397. Okay, let me read that again. Social Security number is requested under the authority of the Executive Order 9397, which requires SSN to be used for the purpose of uniform, orderly administration of personal records. Once again, uniform. I am not part of your society, so I'm not wearing your uniform, so I don't need a Social Security number. Okay? I don't need to fill out your form. Providing this information is voluntary. Once again, failure to do so will have no effect on your employment status. My brothers and sisters, Social Security number is optional. Even in the Social Security documents on their site, in their papers, it tells you it's voluntary. Okay, it's voluntary. So why just be a number? A number only exists in the matrix, on their paper, in that paper world. That's where you exist. They only know you as a number. Why do you want to be that? But once again, slavery is voluntary. Like I said, get the book if you want to know the truth. All right. If SSN is not provided, however, other agency sources may be used to obtain it. Okay. Specific instructions. The two questions below are designed to identify your ethnicity and race. Regardless of your answer to question 1, go to question 2. Question 1, are you Hispanic or Latino? A person of Cuban, Mexican, Puerto Rican, South or Central America, or other Spanish culture or origin regardless of race. that means you are Hispanic or Latino. That's why I could either consider myself Hispanic or Latino if I so choose, because, of being, I have ancestors who are also from South America. Okay. So you see, they are specifically giving you name of countries. Okay. They are specifically giving you name of countries. Now, let's go to question 2. Please select the racial category or categories with which you must closely identify by placing an X in the appropriate box. Check as many as possible. Now, racial category. Check as many as possible. Okay? Racial category. American Indian or Alaska Native. American Indian is a race, my brothers and sisters. Okay, that is our race. We are Indians. That's why Obama took it out of legislation, because he is not one of us. He is a sellout. He sold our people out. He looked like you, but he's not us. His mother is a Jew. He came from the womb of a Jewish woman. Obama is a Jesuit Jew. Okay? Now, let us look at the definition of the category. And once again, this is in the link below. So, I suggest you go check it out. Okay? American Indian or Alaska Native. Definition of category. A person having origins in any of the original peoples of North and South America, including Central America, and who maintains tribal affiliation or community attachment. Now, that's where they catch you. Okay, everything is in the wording that says who maintains tribal affiliations. So because you think you may not live on a reservation, you're not American Indian. No, you are an urban Indian. Brothers and sisters, wake the fuck up, man. Okay? In the hood, you are a project Indian. You are a hood Indian. All the entire Americas is Indian territory. So that's our tribal affiliation, because we have our communities. Okay? The next one is Asian. What is the definition of the category? A person having origins in any of the original peoples of the Far East, Southeast Asia, okay? Or the Indian subcontinent, including, for example, Cambodia, China, India, Japan, Korea, Malaysia, Pakistan, the Philippines, islands, Thailand, and Vietnam. You see, they are giving you countries, examples of countries, those people who are considered Asians, those people who are considered American Indians. You feel me? They are giving you that information. Now, the next one is Black or African American. That's interesting. Definition of category. A person having origins in any of the Black racial groups of Africa. What the fuck is this? Huh? Why they didn't say example Nigeria? Why didn't they say example Ghana? Why didn't they say example Sierra Leone? But Black, what the hell is Black? My brothers and sisters, you don't exist when you call yourself Black or African American. It's in their documents. That's why they could abuse you in the streets and send you to jail and murder you and get away with it, because you don't exist. Okay? The next one, Native Hawaiian or other Pacific Islander, a person having origins in any of the original pieces, Hawaii, Guam, Samoa, or other Pacific Islands. They are giving you countries. Africa is not a country. So what they're going to keep on calling yourself African American, Black, and niggers, and see what's going to happen to your ass, because they will round you up and go send you in Africa in a concentration camp and use your ass as slaves. Watch. Y'all think I'm joking, right? Y'all going to learn the hard way. Okay? White. And of course, they are not white, but they have white. A person having origins in any of the original peoples of Europe, the Middle East, or North Africa. Okay? And they specifically give a certain part in Africa, North Africa. But no, y'all Negroes want to just be Africans, right? Oh, you didn't know Caucasians are from North Africa? Oh, y'all going to learn today. Chief Kalanago going to teach y'all today. All right? But anyway, I just have to share that information with my brothers and sisters. All right? That's what I do. You know what I mean? I love what I do. I'm passionate about what I do. And I'm going to continue to share that knowledge with you guys. I love y'all. And that's why I do what I do, man. All right. All the information is in the link below. Go check it out. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Okay. The link for the book is also below. The link for the channel, for the new channel, is also below. Go check it out and definitely subscribe. All right. So that is the conclusion of this video, man. I'm just so passionate about this, man. I'm telling myself, damn, why can't they just can't see what I see? You know, just, I mean, it's right in plain sight. It's right in plain sight. What's the problem? My brothers and sisters, step up. Step up. Those of us that are on the right frequency, my email is in the link below. Correct your political status. Okay? Correct your political status. Why am I begging you to save yourself? I don't get this. Why am I begging you to correct your status in this people's system? That is the first thing that should be your first agenda. Okay? You are paying everybody else for everything except for correcting your political status. Except for letting these people know, hey, this is who I am. I'm here. So we could regain, at least get back some of our land. For crying out loud. Why am I begging you to do this? But then nobody have to beg you to go get your nails done. Go buy a bag. Go buy rims. Go buy a new phone. Go pay for cable. I mean, like, what's wrong, man? What's the problem? It really bothers me. And the reason, one of the main reasons why it's bothering me is because these foreigners are in our land controlling us, telling us what to do. I mean, it's a slap in our ancestors' face. It's a disrespect. And everybody's gravitating to negativity. This video should be having thousands and thousands and thousands of views teaching our people the truth. But I see videos with millions of views talking about Cat Williams and talking about cloning people and beef with 50 cents and all this. Like, seriously, man, what's going on? We got to do better than this, brothers and sisters. We have to do better than this. I cannot do this alone. I could only give you the information. Before I leave this physical world, man, I want to see some changes. That's why I'm working so hard. Yes, I could be at a 9 to 5. I don't want to do a 9 to 5 because this is my 9 to 5, bringing the information to you. It don't pay me. You don't pay me. I don't get the support from you that I deserve, but I still do it. Because you know what? I believe that gratification comes from within. I believe that my ancestors are going to make sure that I'm good. All I'm just saying is save yourself. Save yourself. By saving yourself, you could save your children. And man, listen, I'm lost for words, man. Sometimes, I just break down and cry a grown-ass man because my people are suffering. My people perish for the lack of knowledge. And it's not that they are not getting the knowledge. They just refuse to implement the knowledge. They get distracted so fast. And even for those of you who gravitate to the information and you have the knowledge, y'all want to be selfish because you want to do your own thing. Okay? You want to be a boss. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong in being a boss, but you can't be selfish with the information. Okay? So once again, this is Chief Kalanago with another video, man. I hope you guys enjoyed this build. Check out the information and subscribe to the new channel. Once again, peace, love, harmony, and light. Have a beautiful continuation. All right, we'll talk soon. Peace.